Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone, I hope you are all in good health and happiness. Today, we would like to present our paper entitled Linguistic Science at Ion Mall. In this presentation, we will discuss public science using pragmatics, semiotics, and linguistic landscape analysis. This topic will be presented by Group 4, so let's meet the team. To help you get to know the presenters better, let me introduce our team. First, Ms. Farid will explain the pragmatics analysis. Then, I'm Andini will present the semiotics analysis. After that, Ms. Shafira will explain the linguistic landscape analysis. We hope this presentation will be useful for all of you. So without any further ado, let's get started. Ion Mall Tanjung Barat is a public space visited by many people every day. People come to the mall for different activities, such as shopping, dining, and leisure. Because of this, public signs are important to help visitors get information, follow rules, and use facilities properly. This study analyzes 10 public signs using pragmatics to identify the function of the signs, semiotics to understand their meanings, and linguistic landscape to identify the sources of the sign. Through this analysis, we can understand how language and visual elements work together in public spaces. Now let's talk about the analysis.
Now, I will explain the pragmatic part of our analysis. In this slide, I will introduce the public signs analyzed in this study. These are 10 public signs collected from Ion Mall Tanjung Barat. The signs were found in different public areas, such as parking areas, toilets, food courts, playgrounds, and other public facilities. The signs include instruction signs, warning signs, and informational signs, such as parking signs, safety signs, facility signs, and playground-related signs. From a pragmatic perspective, the signs can be understood as directive and informational speech acts because they are used to guide visitor behavior in public places. In the next slides, I will explain the key findings and relevance of these signs from a pragmatic perspective in more detail. This slide will explain the pragmatic key findings of public signs. First, most public signs function as directive speech acts. This means the signs are used to tell visitors what to do or what is allowed in public areas. For example, the ladies' parking signs directs drivers about who can use the parking space. And the no fire warning sign tells visitors not to light fire inside the mall. Second, the signs are used to control and guide visitor behavior in public areas. Through these signs, visitors can understand rules and expected behavior without direct interaction with mall staff. Third, some signs function as informational speech acts by giving clear information. Examples include the USB charging signs, which inform visitors about available facilities, and the recyclable sign, which explain the type of waste that should be thrown into the bin. Fourth, the signs do not always use direct instructions. Instead of strong commands, many signs use short phrases and symbols to deliver the message in a polite and simple way. Finally, the messages from the signs are easy for visitors to understand, which helps them act appropriately in public spaces. After discussing the key findings, I will now explain the relevance of public signs from a pragmatic perspective. Why are public signs important? Public signs help people understand rules and instructions in public places, such as shopping malls. They tell visitors what to do and what not to do without direct conversation, making communication faster and more efficient in busy areas. From a pragmatic perspective, public signs show how language is used to give instruction and influence behavior. Many signs in this study function as directive speech acts, while others provide clear information about facilities and services in the mall. The impact on visitors is also important. Public signs help visitors follow rules easily and reduce misunderstanding. Clear and simple messages support safety, comfort, and smooth movement inside the shopping mall. Overall, the pragmatic analysis shows that public signs plays an important role in guiding visitor behavior and supporting effective communication in public spaces.
For the semiotic analysis, the study examines 10 public signs found at Ion Mall, Tanjung Barat. The signs were collected through direct observation and photo documentation in several public areas, such as parking areas, food carts, restrooms, playgrounds, and other public spaces. These signs contain not only written text but also visual elements including colors, icons, and symbols. To analyze these signs, the study uses Roland Barthes' semiotic theory, which explains meaning through three levels: denotation, connotation, and myth. The focus of this semiotic analysis is on how visual elements help convey meaning and influence how people understand public signs. Based on the analysis, the public signs at Ion Mall show three levels of meaning. At the denotation level, the signs present literal meanings. For example, they show basic information, warnings, or instructions that are easy to understand. At the connotation level, meanings are created through the use of colors, icons, and symbols. For instance, curtain colors suggest safety, prohibition, or attention, while icons help people understand the message quickly without reading long text. At the myth level, the signs reflect social values and shared beliefs in public spaces. These include ideas about safety, cleanliness, order, technology, and appropriate behavior in a modern shopping mall. Overall, the findings show that public signs communicate meanings beyond their literal messages. This semiotic analysis is important because public signs play a significant role in shaping people's behavior in public spaces. Visual elements such as colors, icons, and symbols influence how people understand signs and make messages easier to understand for visitors from different backgrounds. This analysis shows that public signs are not only tools for giving instructions, but also represent cultural and social values in modern society. Through semiotic analysis, we can see hidden meanings and social messages behind public signs, and better understand how they influence people's action and help create a safe, organized, and comfortable public environment.
My name is Shafira Amajida, and in this time I will explain about linguistic landscape. This slide I present the public sign collect for this study. There are 10 public signs found in the different area of the shopping mall. The sign include ladies parking, evaluation route, USB chart, priority toilet, self-return train station sign with the title "Sorry, this area is under maintenance. No open flame because it can trigger the sensor. Recyclable, mind and body being developed through play, and do not leave the value and do not leave valuable item." The signs are placed in areas such as the parking area, food court, toilet, play area, and public facilities. Overall, the signs show how language and visual symbol are used to give information, give instruction, and control visitor behavior in the mall. And for the next slide, I will explain about linguistic landscape, key finding of public sign. This slide, I will explain the key findings based on the sign in the mall. First, most of the signs are top and down signs, which mean they are made by the mall management. For the example, the ladies parking sign and the self-return tray station sign are placed by the management to control how visitors use the space. Second, the signs are used to regulate behavior. The ladies parking sign tell people how can park in the specific area, while the self-return tray station sign tell visitors where to return their food trays. This help keeps the mall organized and clean. Third, English and bilingual signs are commonly used. The self-return tray station signs use both Indonesian and English so that local and international visitors can understand the message easily. In addition, visual symbols such as icon picture of places and simple color help people understand the message quickly without read long text. Lastly, only a few signs are bottom-up signs, which usually come from vendors or specific area. Most signs in the mall area controlled by the manager. And the next slide, I will explain about relevance of public signs with linguistic landscape perspective. Okay, for the next, I will explain why linguistic landscape is important. First, it shows how has power in public space. Signs like ladies parking and self-return train station are made by the mall management. This shows that the management has authority to control how people use the space. And for the second, linguistic landscape explain how language manages public behavior without direct interaction. For example, people follow the parking rules and return their train station just by reading the sign. No staff need to tell them directly. And third, the sign help us understand the social function of sign in the shopping mall. The sign help keep the mall organized, clean, safe, and comfortable for visitors. So, what does this mean? Linguistic landscape help us see that signs are not natural. The language used in public signs reflect authority and control. In shopping mall, public space are shaped and organized through written language. Thank you.
After our group discussed the results of the analysis, we found a clear integration of our findings from three linguistics perspectives. First, from the pragmatic perspective, public signs function to guide visitor behavior. The signs use language to tell visitors what to do and how to behave in public places. Second, from the semiotic perspective, symbols, colors, and image help make the meaning of the signs clearer. These visual elements support the message and help visitors understand it easily. Third, from the linguistic landscape perspective, most of the signs are official signs provided by the mall management. This shows that the signs are formally made to manage public behavior. So, when these three perspectives are combined, they show that public signs work as a clear communication system. The signs help visitors understand rules, information, and directions easily in a shopping mall.
Most of the signs are official signs produced by the mall management, showing how language is used to organize and control public space. Overall, these studies show that language and visual elements work together effectively to guide behavior, maintain order, and create a safe and comfortable public environment.
So that's all from our discussion today. On behalf of Group 4, I would like to thank all of you for your attention. We hope our discussion has been useful for all of us. We sincerely apologize for any shortcomings. Thank you for watching and have a good day.